Hello, welcome back to Jumblecraft, episode 4? As you can see here, we are in our nether hub, which has grown significantly over the past week or so, and it has gotten a lot easier to travel. I'm using a significantly less amount of fireworks, and everything is connected up, including my base. Speaking of which, let's head over to the base and talk about what we're going to be doing this episode. So, as you can definitely tell, there has been a lot of significant changes. Remember in the last episode how I said I might get started on working on the terrain? Well, I started on it. Super excited to show you guys this, as well as some changes I've made to the inside of the base, so let's head in there. I have an entire lore story that I'll tell you about this sand at some point, but I'll tell you that later. Let's head on into the base. This was that initial room that we first added, but I have added since 3 additional rooms. I added this small little hallway with these nice little nether plants, and I really like the look of this concrete. It adds a difference between the black room and then the other black room. And we have this very nice modern art piece in the middle of this large room. And then over off to the side here, this is something I haven't completely finished, but is going to be my storage. And this is not set up correctly yet, but I have different color coordinated shulker boxes that I want to be able to dispense out anytime. That'll be super useful for projects, and I'm not sure what this wall is going to be yet, but this is going to be all of my storage, and yes, this should be plenty, I am telling you. This turned out a lot bigger than I was expecting, but I think it should do just great for what I need. I would like to get some more modern art pieces like this throughout the temple, and then I'm also going to have a room that spans even further in that direction, as well as one off in this direction. This one over here is going to be more of a crafting. I'm going to have my anvils, my enchanting area, and all of that kind of stuff over in this direction, and my chests are over in that direction. I might even try to hide these even a little bit more to not ruin the aesthetic feeling of the nice, lovely base in here. So let's talk about what we are going to be doing today. I would like this to be the final week of working on the base, and the next episode I want to start on our main season project. That's the hopes anyway. In order to finish up the base, in the background I'm going to continue working on the interior, and I'm not really showing the interior because it's more of just the same over and over again, but I'll continue to do updates on that. So, we've got to design a tunnel that is going to start on the other side there and go through this area here that will lead up to the base. Let me inform you on a little bit of lore about the sands here. Many moons ago, there were an ancient people that wandered what we call Minecraft, searching for food in a time where there was scarcely any. These people wandered and wandered until they found the sand pit. The sand pit became their savior. It brought them food and many great gifts. As the sand moved with the winds, it eventually found the Great Bowl, where the sand settled thousands of years ago, along with the inhabitants. And the inhabitants created a great monument to the sand in order to make it well pleased, and the sand stayed ever since. Although the people of that tribe have since disappeared. It's unknown where they went, but they're gone. So, I hope you guys liked that little bit of lore, but this is how I like to play Minecraft, my guys. This is what makes it all so much fun. You can be as creative as you want with no boundaries. Anyway, we need to please the sand by creating a nice little path and a tunnel that runs through the mountain for a nice bit of access. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get on a time lapse, shall we? Let's go! Complete, and I'm super happy with how this turned out. Why are there so many foxes here? After the time lapse was over, I came back and textured all of the walls with some more different variations of deep slate, and I'm super happy with how this turned out. I also extended it a little bit further outside of that little cove area it came through. I don't know if that showed in the time lapse or not. But now it reaches to the other side. You can now have access to the base from the outside world. And I'm super, super pleased with how it turned out. It has finally come time to get rid of this ugly, ugly starter base so we can finish up the area here. So next episode, we can move on to our main season project. I'm so excited for that. So let me grab some TNT and we'll dispose of this thing. So I'm back in the base now and I unpacked the small starter base and well, I have a bit of a shulker monster. All of these shulker boxes are completely filled to the brim with items, and then there's even more in there. Oh boy, I really wish I had an automatic storage system. Either way, I've got some TNT, and let's have some fun with going to blow up this house. Also, I forgot to mention, during the week, I've been cleaning out this area, and here, this is where my crafting and such areas are going to be. My brewing area, my crafting area, as well as an enchanting setup, and those sorts of things will be in this part of the house here. Without further ado, let's go blow up my first starter base. Well, it was a good base, and it served me well. Now, it's time to pretty up the area, so I can't have all of this ugliness sitting right here in front of my beautiful new base. I feel like this is a little overkill. Is this a little overkill? Oh well. Oh boy. I might regret this. Well, the base is certainly gone. Yep, I'm gonna have to clean that up. That's a problem for next week, me. So I know this was a super short episode. I was super busy this week and wasn't able to play a whole lot. But during the next few weeks, I hopefully can get some more progress done, especially with the season project starting up. I'm super excited to talk to you guys about that in the next episode. And hopefully by the next episode, the base will be completely wrapped up, so we can go ahead and start collecting materials and clearing the area for the season project. It's going to be a blast. So I'm so sorry this was such a short episode. Next episode, I promise I will do better. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Later!